If you're entering Rahu Mahadasha or you're already in a Rahu Mahadasha, these are the 7 things you should know. And these are not my opinions. This is straight from this book, Brihat Parashar Ahura Shastra. Well, the first thing is desire. While there's nothing wrong with desires, our success, career, everything related to success is a byproduct of our desires, and there's nothing wrong in it. But what if we become slaves to our desires? What if there is no end to these desires? That is where the problem comes, and the solution is take a pause, slow down in between. That will be really good. The second thing is anxiety. Rahu tests you in a way that you never expected, and don't let this anxiety get the worst of you. The best way to deal with this anxiety, overthinking, and a lot going on in your life is to do some form of breathing exercise or meditation. The third thing is actually deception. So Rahu is smoke, Rahu is Maya, and it clouds your judgment. And the best way to deal with this deception is to verify everything. Actually, verify the people you are about to trust. Verify your own decisions. That is it the right decision for me, or is just a mirage? So verification is needed. The fourth thing is actually unfamiliar environment. There is a reason Rahu is associated with foreign. Now, foreign is something which is heavily used for Rahu, and rightly so, because Rahu takes you away from your comfort zone. Rahu takes you away from your familiar environment, and the best way to deal with it is to adapt to this unfamiliar territory, whether it's a new job, new place, new city. The only way you can actually be in sync with what's going on is to adapt. The fifth one is suddenness. So Rahu is associated with highs and lows, and that is the reason sinusoidal wave is something that is something which is very much related to the Rahu Mahadasha, the highs and the lows, and primarily because of the fact that Rahu is an amplifier. So the way to deal with this amplification, these highs, these lows, is to detach yourself a little from these good things which are happening, the bad things which are happening, and choose a middle ground. It's very difficult because of the whole Rahuvian thing that you go through, but the only way to deal with is certain level of detachment. The sixth one is the work-life balance, which I won't say it goes for a toss, but definitely it is something that is you'll have to cope up with, because Rahu is all about Maya. Rahu wants you to achieve something. Rahu wants you to go somewhere, and in that path, relationships, personal life comes second. So it is always important to try to maintain a good work-life balance, and strengthen your moon, have more peaceful environment around you, have more calmer outlook. So that's going to help you. The seventh thing and the most important thing I would say is transformation. So Rahu is not a villain. Rahu is not here to destroy you. Rahu wants you to grow. Rahu wants you to be very ambitious. The problem comes when this growth becomes a forced growth. That's when you become a little oblivious of what's going around, and the best way to deal with this thing is to have a calmer outlook towards your life, things, people, and stay practical, stay balanced, because balance is something which certainly goes for a toss during Rahu Mahadasha. It's certainly a very long Mahadasha, and 18-year long Mahadasha. It is wrong to label it good, bad. The only way we can realize what this is not here to destroy you. Don't have any fear related to it. Just adapt to it.